And I think we're live. Let me make sure we got the microphone working.
Oh wait, when was the last time this one was?
Hello, we do. Microphone's working. Hello, everyone. Wanna tell if she was out? Like an hour. Should probably again. Welcome to another episode of our show. We're, as you can probably see, running a bit light tonight. Unfortunately. But we have the most important people here.
Aha!
Do we?
Fact.
We do. We do. It's a fact, not a question.
So, yeah. One announcement before we start. We now have an audio podcast on iTunes, Stitcher, and Google Play. So you can download us there, and you can give us 5-star reviews that are super cool. That would be much appreciated. I'm trying to make sure everything's like in the frames properly. Looks like everything's right. The first 2 episodes are up. More will be going up as we go. Yeah. So who wants to recap what happened last time?
Well, this is one I wish I had taken notes.
Mm-hmm.
What did happen last time?
We finished the battle, right? Oh yeah. We were finishing the battle.
Right.
13 went down.
Oh yeah.
Carrick,
it was bad.
Carrick almost died a couple times.
Almost died.
Dub showed up. He had his arm, but it wasn't his real arm. It was a mechanical arm.
Yeah. And then he almost died too, and then he ran away a little bit.
Grizzly almost even died, really.
Yeah.
It was pretty bad.
Yeah.
But we won the battle.
We killed, Grizzly killed Belethane.
But, yep.
And saved his brother.
Right.
And,
then we went to Marrakesh.
Right.
Asked if he would do a body part thing. I feel like I'm missing something in between those things.
Yeah, I feel like you are.
I
don't know what it is though.
And then next year, some Wilbert went to get Goroval to bring him back to give him some eyes.
Yep. Then you all went back. You saw Rast was all grown up now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
You guys saw.
We owed a lot of money.
You do owe a lot of money.
No, I already paid it. We don't owe a lot. We did it.
Yeah, and did you give him extra?
Not yet. When we go back, we're gonna.
You already are back. You guys are at breakfast.
Oh yeah, we are at breakfast.
You can discuss it at breakfast.
Right.
You found out that Dub's uncle, Barry,
Right.
Barry. That's what it was.
has shown up.
Uncle
saying
Barry.
that some lady found him saying that that her child is Dub's.
Right.
And that it's a little asshole.
Dub has another kid.
That wasn't a live kid.
She's trying to track down Dub Bullock, and that she might be coming in soon to hit him up for some money. And
that's pretty much where we left off.
yeah, and you guys have a bunch of things you... Oh, and as we ended, Durnevier's patron, Abarax the Pit Fiend, and the Constable of Dis...
Correct. He did a thing.
Contacted him and told him that one of his rivals is assisting the Cult of Vecna, your #1 enemy, and they are currently trying to acquire the Pyre Maul, which you are also trying to acquire. It appears they're hunting down the same relics you are.
And they have already gotten 2 of them.
They only have 1 now, right?
Right.
So we got the 1.
Well, they might not even have the other one, right? Possibly.
We don't know.
Like maybe they.
Well, no, you guys didn't know if the 2 they had included the one that...
Oh.
That we got back?
Yeah.
Or that we got for the first time?
Fuck.
Yes.
Right.
Well, that's awful.
So, you guys are in the main hall of Fort Kilgrove, which is your fort here in Careport. As you can see on this map, I can zoom it in more for you.
Should we rename the fort?
Can we rename the fort? Is it a cooler name?
I don't know.
Mrs. Puddles has laid out a fine breakfast for you all. And you're eating. There was a group that was already starting to eat when you guys came in on that separate table. As everyone kind of sits down, Dub and his Uncle Barry go and sit on the raised, like the high table.
Of course they do.
And Dub dragging Durnavir along to talk about how awesome Dub's Uncle Barry is. They sit down. You see Barry. He pulls out like a little lute, and they start, having a little jam sesh up there. And Durnavir's rolling his eyes. Yep. Which actually, let me switch this. Not to this one.
Hey, Charlie? Charlie, you wanna go out? Charlie, come here.
At the nearby table, you see Mrs. Puddle sits down next to a woman who's armored and has a spear kind of sitting on the table next to her, who is currently like glaring across the table at you all, across like her table and then other table.
Yeah.
In your general direction. I'm gonna go find out what happened.
Okay, doesn't sound good.
What happened? Everything's okay.
What did Charlie do?
She got a little sick.
Okay.
She wasn't feeling the greatest. Anyways,
Charlie, do you wanna go out or what?
next to her you see Mrs. Puddles, and across the hill from Mrs. Puddles is a man named Billy Dredge, who you've met before. He's the dog trainer you guys hired.
Oh yeah. Oh, what's our dog's?
What was his name? You guys never named him.
His name's Huckleberry.
His name's
Huckleberry.
Huckleberry.
His name's Huckleberry. And you see a young man about Rast's age who is sitting eating as well. As you all kind of settle in, you see the woman stand up and she takes a napkin on the table and wipes her face and walks over and stands next to Gorival, like where Gorival's sitting, and says, "Councilman Gorival, I see our masters have finally deigned to grace us with their presence." And you see she's kind of like glaring at you all.
Do we know this woman?
You guys have never met her before.
Never saw
But
her.
the only people you've ever met from your staff are Billy Dredge and Mrs. Puddles. You guys have never met anyone else.
Oh, we know Rast. He's kind of part of the staff.
Yeah, but not. She says, "Can I now ask them for the requests I've been asking you for the past year that you've delayed?" And you see Gorival kind of like leans. She sees something.
Hope a bear doesn't get her.
Leans back a little bit. But Dubbin and Uncle Barry are playing music. It says, "Yes, Sergeant Pohl." I believe that's her name.
Her name is Sergeant Pohl.
Sergeant Pohl.
Pohl?
Like Poll.
Yeah. What, the sergeant?
Yes.
Oh, that's probably not good.
He says, he turns to the rest of you at the table with him and says, "This is the sergeant of our guard,
She sounds really
Umbrella
happy
pole.
about something.
Yeah.
She's right. I'm the sergeant of the guard, which is basically non-existent because you barely give us enough funding for the 4 guards that we have.
Well,
This is a rather large keep. I don't know if you've noticed this, and it takes a little bit more than 4 people to guard it night and day.
how many did we have?
This is a,
There's 4 of us. There's me. She points across the table. There's Lars over there, and Halder and Torlin are currently on duty.
there's a better way to go about this and so aggressively. You realize that?
I've had a year.
Alright, we were in the Feywild for a second.
Yeah, we didn't mean to be gone this long. It was kind of an accident.
Well, you know what? If you don't want an accident to happen with someone breaking in when my guards are too tired to...
What about the dog?
Maintain
The dog
watch.
not help?
The dog is... I don't know who hired... And she points across the table. You see, when she says this, Billy, like, pulls his hat down and kind of, like, leans forward. That man has never seen a dog before. Do you guys don't know the first time you had him trained, he was terrified of the dog. He's not a dog trainer. You just hired him to be a dog
Oh
trainer.
my god. Who hired him? Do we know who hired
I
him?
think Durnevere did.
Oh man.
She says,
Classic.
I've had Billy and Ras has helped volunteer every now and then to take some shifts so my guards can get some rest. But currently there's just 4.
Listen, the first thing on our schedule was to figure out this whole situation, so...
I need
It's-
at least double, if not
Double?
triple the amount of guards I have.
We can double it, I think.
I think we could definitely double it.
Yeah. Yeah, we can afford that. How much would it cost to double it for the next?
If you
And we
want
can have the funds
for-
set in the castle for
Yeah, is there
at least a year, so that if we are gone again, it isn't a problem.
doubling the guard, adding 4 more guards,
Yeah.
and train guards, not
Well,
untrained
Can we
green.
train them? You seem like a.
Yeah, you seem like you could train them.
That's what I did before I quit the guard.
Yeah.
So you're obviously good at it.
I can, but it's going to take more time then. I need more guards on duty if I'm training guards during the day.
Fuck.
That's probably.
Maybe just go for the trained ones.
Yeah, probably. Like the bullet.
Alright.
Is there like a bank in Careport?
There's no bank.
Is there like a stock market?
Meat
No, but the closest thing to it is like
Is there-
investing in local businesses
Yeah, I was
or
gonna
in
say, we
like
should invest in something.
there's the West Ethos Trading Company, which Durnevere has invested money into.
Oh, we should invest in something.
She says if you want to double the guard, it's going to be
Stop.
another 8 gold per day.
Oh, that's so expensive. It's that expensive.
That's
How
right.
many days?
If you
are
That
there?
includes that doubles the guard. It's 8 gold. Because it's
I'll add 4 more guardsmen to my
2
team.
gold a day.
8 gold. Yeah.
8 gold.
8 gold more? Or 8
No,
gold?
but 2 gold a guard.
Yes, that's the current going wage. Untrained guards like Lars over there, are 2 silver
year.
pieces. No, well, you don't have the exact amount of days. The year's
Oh.
Is it more or less?
a year is 1,436
Oh, so it's a lot
That's
more.
So, and we've been gone for 2
per
of those?
per guard.
We've been gone for 2 of those years?
Wait, hold on. I have my math wrong here for some reason.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I do. Hold on. That's how much total is.
So 8 gold.
It's 8 gold per day, and then number of days in a year is 359.
Oh, 39. Okay.
How would that?
Okay, I was like, holy shit, we're fucked.
That's bad.
Okay, so yeah, it's
Yeah,
about
that's
the.
not bad. So we can afford that.
I think we can do that.
We can double. We'll double the guard.
We'll double the guard.
Great. When can we triple it?
In I don't know.
If you want, you could perhaps give me 4 unskilled green saplings. I can train them.
Yeah, I think
How much is that? How much for those people?
We start them off at 2 silver pieces per day.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
let's do it. Definitely.
As they get more training, however, they might demand
Money for everyone!
they might
Pull the
demand
money
higher
out of your
wages.
pocket.
Yeah.
You understand that,
Hey,
correct?
What do we understand?
If they'll start to ask for higher wages once they become trained.
How long?
She
is it gonna take?
leans down the table and looks across. You see the young boy who's about Ras' age. He has like dark black hair that's trimmed like high and tight and a clean shaven face.
Yeah.
She says, Lars has been asking for about the past month for an increase in his wage.
How much does he make now? 2 silver.
2 silver.
So we could bump him up to like 4.
When we hired
You think
him
he's worth it?
over a year ago, he was
Top
untrained.
shoes on?
Yeah.
She's a moron.
She gets chopped
Fucking
up.
tied around.
Of course.
you very much. Sorry. Charlie, stop. Okay. Want some bread?
Sure.
I understand as well that Master Gorbals had to pull some strings and borrow some money from the nobles in town. I thank him for that, and she like looks down at Gorbal and nods her head, and he kind of just like nods back. He's kept the money flowing for my men.
Do you think he's just gonna yell at us all session?
I think so.
You guys went gallivanting off for a year and a half.
We didn't need to!
We were gone for like 2 weeks.
Well, I'm just saying, even for 2 weeks, if they went with 2 weeks without pay, you guys just went off.
Well, 2 weeks is nowhere near as bad as a year.
Yeah. I feel like
Okay. You're lucky Gorbal is smart.
yeah, I guess we kind of are.
Otherwise, he would have had a riot on his hands. You guys would have came back and Gorbal would have been dead.
And he loves me.
There would have been a new... Well, yeah, but there would have been a riot on his hands, and there'd be new people in charge of the fort, and Gorbal's head would be on a spike outside the
Oh my
gate.
god, don't even say
That's so
that.
awkward.
Rast would be strung up naked from the
Oh no.
rafters, tarred and feathered.
My little Rast.
She says, I can begin asking around, see if I can find anyone looking to be hired.
I think that sounds like a good idea.
See if I can pull in any contacts.
How much does Lars want now?
Yeah, what does Lars want?
What is he asking for?
2 gold per day.
2 gold per day, and he's making 2 silver now?
You don't even want to know what Torlin's asking for.
Who's Torlin?
Torlin's one of the other guards. He's on duty right now. We only have 4 of us, you know. So if there's 2 of us in the room, then
Okay,
2
but
have to be
so
on
once...
duty.
Okay, understandably,
When Lars was
when
first...
there was only 4 of you, it was very difficult. So maybe maybe we will discuss some bonus opportunities. But once you have a full set of guards, I don't think they need more than 2 gold. Do you think that?
2 gold is the going rate for trained guardsmen.
So then
Yeah.
why would they get more than 2 gold?
Because Torlin's a fucking asshole.
Okay, so he's just okay. So we don't want him to get more gold.
So we could probably fire him. How is there like more people that you know of in the city that I could hire instead of him?
Can I ask around? I can see what's possible.
Okay, you
Yeah.
see what you can find. I think.
Right then.
All right. So is Lars up to par to be worth 2 gold now?
I'd say the boy's done his time. He's got a year under his belt now.
That wasn't really an answer though. Would you, if you were hiring guards, would you hire him? Okay.
He's trained. He's understanding. He's willing to learn. A little overeager for my taste, but all right. You look over, like, she's talking loudly, like, Lars is sitting at the table, like, only a couple feet away, and he's, like, red in the face, like, eating his food.
Alright, well.
Right then. Well, I'll go finish my meal so I can begin my shift. Thank you.
Do you know of any dog trainers better than Mr.
Well, at this point, Billy's got a year of trying to wrangle that God's forsaken mutt.
I mean, it was fairly well trained when we got it. I think.
It was a wild wolfhound.
I know that.
She says,
It was a character move.
Yeah.
we keep him outside the stable.
The dog?
Where do you feed him?
Billy's in charge of that. I don't think he knows what to feed a dog. He just brings him scraps.
Well, this was a poor choice. We're gonna get rid of the dog. Can we get a better dog and just not tell Steve?
Yeah, can we get an already trained dog?
Be like, look at how good Huckleberry is!
Even though he's a different color now.
Or you can just
We
paint
can
it.
find a similar colored dog, I'm sure.
Right then. I'll be seeing you around, and she like knocks her hand on the table,
So
turns and walks back across the room.
Gorbel's sitting with us, right?
Gorbel's right next
So
to
I'm
you.
gonna say, Gorbel, alright, you figure out how much we're gonna need to leave here.
Well, it depends on how long you're going to be gone for.
I don't fucking know.
I know she's a bit brash and a little abrasive, but Sergeant Pole's good at her job. She actually worked.
Hey, we agreed to like
She was
basically everything she wanted.
A former captain of the guard and a training sergeant.
How's she here now?
She wasn't fond of some of the bureaucratic changes. Her and her friend Halder left the guard when the city guard was mobilized for war.
Isn't it Halder? Didn't we fight that guy?
Maybe a different guy, but this guy's.
Who's the guy that we fought?
Which guy went?
At the, like, when we first got this place. He was like one of those armor guys.
The Order of the Rose?
Yeah.
I don't remember what his name was, to be honest with you. Because it was
So he
most
was not
likely
important.
it was a fake name.
Right. Okay. So it could have been the same name.
Could have been, yeah. He says she's done a good job. It's been rough on them. We've had a couple thieves trying to break in. They hear of the
There's basically nobody
power
here.
of what's that?
But there's basically nobody here.
There's people there.
They know this is the home of the Black Parade, and the more they hear tales of the Black Parade, the more they wonder what kind of treasure could be hidden inside here.
Do we have treasure here?
And as a councilman,
No.
we've had a couple of political attempts made to break into my office.
Where's our office?
It's upstairs.
You have an office here? Do I know that?
I don't know.
Nobody told me that.
I don't even know if I have an actual room here.
You do.
Do I have a room?
You guys have never stayed a night here.
So is there anything in the rooms?
They're empty, just beds.
Didn't I decorated the
Gorbel
temple.
has assigned everyone bedrooms.
Do Gorbel and I share a room?
You do not share.
Okay.
Did he assign us the same room?
In fact, they're on different.
Shiva, this is our room.
In fact, they're on different floors.
Oh, rude. Wow, ouch. I don't think he likes me anymore.
I'm sorry there.
Well, his room is also his office. Like he sleeps in his office.
No. So he's just, so he didn't give himself a room, he gave himself an office, and then he's just like, I'll just sleep in.
Yeah. There's a room that actually will be talking about turning into an armory or a treasure room. But
Oh, he took that room?
yeah, well, you guys were gone for a year and a half, so he just.
Right. I guess that's fair.
Anyway.
You guys have never stayed a night here.
We don't know that. I think we might have stayed one.
Well, here we are now.
And I also, in real life, sent you guys, when you first got the castle, a map of it and said pick out your rooms, and no one picked out a room.
I picked out the temple room.
Well, I felt
Oh,
bad
yeah.
picking out a room because
You,
no one
you
else
said
was
you wanted to
picking
turn
out
the
a
Temple of
room.
Bahamut into,
Temple from Melora.
yeah, and it's more Ravensby than Melora now because Rast is.
Oh, son of a gun! That son of a gun!
Rast actually says, I need to go attend to the temple in my daily duties. If you need me, I'll be down there. He gets up and.
I want to go with him.
You want to go with him?
Yeah, what is he doing in the temple?
He's just gonna go clean it, make sure things are squared away, do his prayers for the day.
I'm gonna go do that.
Okay.
I want to come. I want to come scrutinize his decorating skills.
The ravens everywhere.
Yeah. I thought we agreed on half and half.
So you two are gonna go with Rast?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what is everyone else doing?
They're eating. 13 is gonna tag along.
Ugh.
As you guys get, Gorbel says,
Yeah.
actually, at the beginning to the city, we have a couple of meetings. I'll be back later on tonight.
Okay.
And he stands up, gathers his things, and heads on out. I'm gonna move you guys to the basement. Alright. So, I'll zoom it out a little bit for you. As you get downstairs, Rast is actually just gonna walk on through. I'm gonna delete this doorway so you can see through it. You guys see in the basement, it's a little bit cooler.
Why is this room so small?
What's that?
Why is this room so small?
This is like a center hallway.
I was gonna say.
The temple's also small.
We picked the worst temple.
The temple's smaller than
Smaller
a
than this?
Yeah, it's a very small temple.
Oh
It's
man.
not meant for like big services. It's
What's in there?
when you guys walk in, you see
Charlie,
a small room that ends in a raised dais. And on top of the dais, you see a little statue, sort of made of black like onyx in the form of a raven. And the dais itself seems to be decorated with motifs of the natural world in a state of decay and death.
I like that.
You see flowers that are wilting and dying.
Oh.
Is that what the state of our world is?
No, this is based on the oath of the ancients that you took.
Oh, it's all. Why is it all dead?
Because the Raven Queen is the goddess of death.
Who wants to be the?
Oh right.
Oh my gosh.
You see though, the back half of where the altar is I say the natural world and death and decay, and as it sort of the carvings on the walls, and you see where it looks like frescoes have been started. Not frescoes because that would need wet clay, but where paintings have been started on the walls. Not entirely finished, just started. They turned into lively, growing
What's Melora?
Nature.
nature, and in
Basically
the corner,
the opposite.
yeah, in the corner you see a statue of what looks like Melora has been placed.
Oh.
Rast walks in, and you see he goes up to
More
the
than that.
altar and kneels before it and lights some candles. 13 kind of just like looks around, like stands up at the statue. Just kind of like looks a little uneasy.
I am going to.
What's Rast doing?
He went up to the statue, lit some candles, and
Which statue?
the altar at the end.
Melora.
He went down to the altar and was praying.
I'm gonna join him.
Okay.
I'm gonna go check out like the walls and stuff.
You see, it looks like they probably had a semi-professional craftsman come in to carve the reliefs into the wall. And you actually see, like, in the corner, there's what looks like a small bit of painting supplies.
Yeah.
As if someone's been working, like, on painting the carvings and stuff as they've gone.
I don't have the. Can I look at the paints?
Yeah. You see just a little basic paint set. It looks like the paint that's like on the like bit that splashed out are still almost a little wet, like it's been recently used.
I want to pick up a paintbrush
Okay.
and I want to paint the wall.
Okay.
I just want to do like a little like
Little dick.
no like a little picture of Melora. We'll stick figure.
Okay.
'Cause I'm not gonna
Give me a
acrobatics check.
no. Give me a dexterity check, just straight dexterity.
Okay. It's 15.
15. You kind of make a brief little sort of picture of Melora, like basically just like a vaguely feminine face, like above a swirl, which is you know Melora's sigil. It's like it's almost like a seashell. It's like a swirling like blue thing.
Yeah.
Just above her. Just below the head. Can you give me a religion check next year's?
Yes, I can.
I know it's been okay.
Yeah, that was a pretty.
15.
That was not great. I got. I'm gonna reroll it.
Is it better or worse?
It was a natural 1.
So, not good.
Alright, I was a 22.
A 22.
Gotta sleep here tonight. Yeah.
Okay. You feel sort of that calming, cool collection of thoughts and center as you pray. You feel your bond with the Raven Queen.
Cool.
After about 10 minutes of prayer, Rast gets up and says, I spent a lot of time in here.
You've done a great job with it.
Thank you. I've been trying to... Oh, Carrick, I
Yeah.
see you found my painting supplies.
I did find your painting supplies. We need more of that, and I point out what I just painted.
Yes, I've been trying to keep a careful balance.
Well, your balance is not fair. It's not. I don't like it. It's not balanced enough.
Is it not balanced?
It's about even down the middle.
I'm still.
Carrick, it's pretty even.
I said I've tried to leave much of the Melora end of the temple free for your own interpretation. I simply just had the carvings of nature placed on the walls
I
of
guess
the
that's
floor.
fair. It's okay. It's okay, Rust.
I mean, you could have done nothing, really.
You could have, yeah. That would have been bad for him.
Right.
Come here.
I can show you around. You haven't really spent much time here. If you'd like, I can. I normally check on just general things. I'm sort of in charge of keeping the fort in running condition, running the house.
So you're like the manager here. You're like Mr. Manager. Do you mind if I call you that?
Sure, Carrick.
Can I be
Mr.
assistant to the manager?
Of course, Lady Dexterous.
I'm just kidding, Rast.
So, Mr. Manager, are we gonna take us on that tour?
Yeah, sounds good.
So
I
we're
don't
just
even know
gonna
where
move.
we have rooms here, don't we?
Yeah. Do you know which ones are our rooms? Because we never really.
Yeah, I can show you when we go upstairs. Do you want to see the rest of the basement, or?
Yeah. We'll see the rest of the basement first.
She smells like campfire.
It's weird. Rast leads you guys back out into that center hallway, and he says, "This is where, actually, a lot of what goes on in the keep happens is down here.
What else happens down here besides the?
Well, the bunkhouse." And he turns to the doorway to the south, and opens the door, and you see a large room with a number of bunks. 2-story bunk beds, although there could even be a third if they needed to, with foot lockers by each one. He says, "This is where most of us stay. I stay here. The guards."
You stay down here?
Yes.
And you're Mr. Manager?
I do.
Rast, you can stay in my room if I'm not here. There's no
Or when
reason.
she is there?
No.
Rast looks.
Okay. No, don't. That's weird. It's a weird thing.
That's.
Don't,
Oh.
don't even think about
Why
that.
not?
It's gross. So gross.
Hey, next year, if you're in the bed, I'm.
No. When I'm not there.
It seemed disrespectful.
Listen, you have my permission. I think that you deserve it.
I'll take it into consideration.
You're like my family, Rast.
And you like mine, Lady Next Year's. You've taught me much.
What happened to your family?
They were. I've looked into it and tried contacting. From what I hear, my village is nothing but a ruin now.
That's
I presume everyone from my village is dead.
but you never know. You never know though. You gotta keep being optimistic and maybe something will turn up. Just keep on looking. Never give up hope.
I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah.
He says, when the Legion of the Red Scarp still held the fort, this was where most of their men stayed. Upstairs rooms you all have were reserved for the officers of the fort. Why can I not select this? I don't know why there's seagulls.
I don't know why either. When Feeny walked in, there were seagulls, and I was like, what the fuck is that?
He leads you guys out.
What are you looking at?
It opens the door to the west, and you see a stone room with sunken in hollows that are filled with water. You see a small table on the side that has some towels and what look like chunks of soap and
it's a
brushes.
bathhouse.
It says this is the baths.
Oh.
We have water pumped in from the sea, and through some sort of arcane enchantment the previous owners had, the water is quite warm.
That sounds amazing.
You can actually see like steam kind of coming off the water.
Ooh. Charlie, stop. Leave it.
No water for you.
He leads you guys into this room, and you see what look like 4 small stone jail cells with iron bars, and they're just piles of hay in there that look old. There's no one in there. He says, luckily we haven't had to use these. We've talked about trying to turn this room into more private rooms, or expanding the temple into here.
Ooh, yeah, let's do that.
It's a little expensive and a little dangerous since we'd be...
Is that a load-bearing wall? Or a wood wall?
We need to bring in some engineers to figure that out.
Okay.
Well,
we'll figure it out.
He brings you guys upstairs, and you see people are still eating. However, the guards have all switched out. Now you see 2 other guards. An older, like middle-aged man with a brown beard, kind of like balding head, who's eating and looks exhausted while he's doing it. And sitting across from him is a dwarf who looks tired, but is currently drinking heavily from a mug of ale. He brings you up to... I lost your minis.
Why are there so many flies in our keep? Jeez.
Yeah, somebody needs to do something about that.
Oh, I don't know.
Gross.
I thought they were cleaning this place.
The second floor. He says, this floor has the library as well as the war room and Councilman Goroval's office. He points to the door towards the south. In there is a library. It's not a lot of books, a few. We've been trying to collect some more. We assumed... Actually, Wilbert spent time here. He's the only one I think who has actually stayed a lot of time here. And Durniver, maybe. And some people did. Basically, anyone who's in the Irrelevance did. Because you guys are crossing the bond to our step, while the rest of them stayed here.
Right.
That makes sense.
He says, we assume when Master Wilbert comes back to spend more time, he might help us acquire books. He leads you guys into this room over here, and you see, you've actually probably been in here before. It's a large room with windows to the east that overlook the city and ocean below on the cliffs, with a large wooden table with a couple of rolled up maps on it. And he says, this was the mercenary troops' war room for planning their battles and assaults. We haven't had much use of it.
What are you doing here then? This is like the game room?
Well, we've had to have some meetings. We've discussed. Councilman Goroval's had some council members come here to discuss things before.
No councilwoman, right?
I'm not sure what. It's not often that people come. He points to the doorway and says, "That's Councilman Goroval's office and his bedroom."
Do you mind if we take a look?
It's your fort. It's just a bit of an invasion of privacy. But...
Oh, so I'll just crack the door.
I just want to see what the room looks like.
Yeah. So, we own this place.
It is our fort.
Yeah, might as well get the lay of the land.
There's pictures of Nyxeris all over the wall.
You guys see the small room, a wooden desk, a bed, a small window. Very simple, very Spartan, almost, in its layout.
Are there any decorations in there?
No,
No.
nothing really. It's very sparse.
Does it smell?
No, it does not smell.
Okay.
Close the door. We'll keep on. Keep it on.
He leads you guys back out and up the stairs to the 3rd floor, which you guys have actually been on a little bit because this is where the teleportation room is.
Oh, cool.
As you guys get to the top, he says, "Of course, here's the teleportation room. We can follow those stairs up to the Arcanist quarters if we're going to be looking at everyone's bedrooms."
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. We want to see the bedrooms.
He leads you guys out to this main hallway,
Especially ours.
and he points to the 2 doors to the east. The one towards the south. He says, "Lady Nexiris, that's your bedroom there.
Ooh.
The one next to it is Sir Grizzly's bedroom."
Oh, okay, that's okay.
Um,
I was nervous who he was gonna say.
Yeah.
He leads you guys around the corner. You see a narrow hallway with doorways. And he says, "This one here," and like knocks his hand on it and pushes it open, and you see like a small like broom closet-sized room with a bed on
But
it.
yeah, I ran into my room.
Oh, you ran into
For
your room?
sure. Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely.
I'm smarter in the broom closet.
You just see a small room with a bed, window, overlooking the city and the ocean.
Okay, that's nice. That's a nice room. I'm gonna go into Grizzly's room too.
Grizzly's room is the same, but reversed.
Okay.
He
Alright, now I'm done.
pushes open the door and you see a small room with a bed. No exterior windows. It's very dark. He says, "We weren't sure. This is Master Bullock's room. I don't know why we chose this room." You see a little bit of a smirk on his face. He says the room next to it is Dernevir's room. Councilman Gorville assumed Sir Dub and Sir Durnevere would want to have rooms next to each other. But at least Sir Dub would like a room next to Sir Durnevere.
Oh, that was nice of Gorble.
The one that's right next to him pushes it over. You see another small room.
Try to stop.
He says this room originally was intended for Master Jameson, but now he has quarters in the castle. So
Yeah.
when we heard about the Lady Sefri, we prepared it for her.
You guys heard
That was so nice.
We heard rumors of what happened in the city, and also Wilbert informed us a bit when he came to stay.
Keeping tabs on us.
We tried to. You never sent word.
Yeah, that's.
Well-
We should probably start writing.
Yeah, we'll get like some pigeons or something. We'll figure it out.
It's really. There's just flies everywhere.
Yeah, I don't know why there's all the flies.
Should have.
Where'd the seagulls go?
We should get some spiders for here.
No,
Don't eat the
no,
flies, though.
no,
Don't eat the flies.
no, please, no. I don't like spiders.
We don't want a banquet, but I figured it's better than the flies for right now. I'll just put some happy sound music on.
Manja manja, Charlie, manja manja.
So you guys can hear the port area from where you're at. He says this room here is yours, Master Carrick. You see a small room with a bed.
Have a window?
You do have a window.
Oh, sweet.
Everyone has a window except for Dub.
Classic.
He says right then. Caitlin!
Kate!
Sefri!
Sefri's here.
Oh,
Hello.
We just looked at your room.
yeah. It's very spacious.
Okay.
Is there an echo for you, Kate?
Is it pretty?
It is pretty.
I laid in your bed.
Oh yeah, there is. It's very delayed.
It's delayed? What do you mean?
I think this is.
I think this is-
Alright.
I tried to reconnect.
Yeah, I'm good now.
It's better now?
There's no delay.
Kate, is there a delay?
No, there's no delay.
Alright, cool. Do you have an echo?
Nope.
Cool. Right now you're eating breakfast. We'll catch up to you in a second. I'm just gonna move one mini at a time, so it's a little, like 1 mini at all, so it's a little bit easier. He leads you guys in the teleportation room and up the spiral staircase, and you see a small room. There's what looks like an old like stone desk with some alchemist and enchanting materials, and a smaller bed. And he says, "This is Master Woolrich's room."
Oh, this room's so cool.
He's got things in here. What the
It's
hell?
also his laboratory. He
Yeah.
made use of it to create those earrings, and he like points towards the earrings you guys are wearing.
Alright, forgot about
Um,
those.
He says, and this is my favorite place, and brings you guys up the spiral staircase again. And you see now you're at the top peak of the.
You know what? Sergeant Pole, she's bitching a lot. This place is not that big.
There's also the grounds.
No.
You guys also didn't check all the towers.
There's multiple towers?
There's 4 towers.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
man.
Alright, she's right.
They all like
We only
A lot
have
of
4
them
people
are- you
defending
can-
this thing?
you guys get to the top and you see you have quite the vantage point. To look around, you see the city of Careport bustling in the early afternoon. You see on one of the lower towers towards the front, overlooking sort of the grounds of your keep, Lars is currently like out looking on duty, and you see down in the yard, Billy
Oh, God.
fearfully trying to train the dog, who
Oh, God,
is
Billy.
laying down in the sun, like sunbathing, like, ignoring Billy's attempts
You
to
got a lot of
train the dog.
a year and a half.
Yeah, we gotta do something about that.
Yeah.
Rastus, anything else I can show you or you'd like to see?
I think I'm good.
Yeah,
I've seen enough.
Yeah.
We really only had 2 people at some times, like, guarding this place.
Yes, they work 12-hour shifts.
Oh my god.
Occasionally, Sergeant Pole has worked double shifts to give some of the men time off.
Why didn't...
We should definitely discuss bonuses.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
I've helped cover a couple shifts for them before. Gorbel's offered, but they've always insisted he's too busy.
Is it that? Never mind.
Billy's done some. Really everyone except for Mrs. Puddles, but we're not going to make an 80-year-old woman stand guard, are we?
I mean, we might need it. Or we might have needed it.
There's been nothing serious, just a couple small petty thieves, political spies.
I guess. Could have been worse. We got lucky.
Maybe we can give them like 100 gold each. I'll do it out of my own money. If you don't agree.
I mean,
Because I'm getting guilty.
yeah, if I got a bad. That's awful. That sounds so terrible. Man, why would we do that?
So awful.
You basically like need to have like one guard like on duty, like. That's also like the only like guarding from in the keep. Like I don't know if you guys remember. You can find the grounds.
How big are the grounds?
I'm gonna turn off the dynamic lighting board. This still has some stuff on it from the lot from the. There's no dynamic lighting. Like that's the grounds.
Inside or outside?
That's at the outside. So like this is the keep itself. You see,
Yeah.
like up there,
Yep.
and you can actually I'll mark on here so you guys can see the towers. Like where you guys are standing right now when you're looking at everything. Can you see that or no? Is it? I'll do different colors than red.
Where?
I'm gonna do a better color. Hold on. Like you guys are on top of that tower there, and you're
okay.
60 feet up in the air right now, like looking around.
Yeah.
Um,
Wow. Yeah. We should not have only had 2 people.
so like when they have
guarding
guards on
that.
duty, the only guards that are on duty
Yeah.
are like they usually have one up in one of these 2 towers.
Yeah.
And then one like roaming around in the keep. But like if you notice, like you have walls and you have towers, like
Yeah.
out-
That's definitely triple the guards. Definitely. For sure.
Yeah.
it's rough.
That's
I'm gonna go find Sergeant Pull,
So you're gonna try to find Sergeant Poole.
and I'm gonna try to give them a bonus, and then tell her she can triple it.
And so you're going to find Sergeant Poole. What are you doing, Carrick?
I'll just go. I'll go visit Mrs. Puddle. Is that her name?
Down in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Visit.
And Sefri, anything you'd like to do?
I just wanna talk to Rast.
You're gonna go find Rast.
Oh.
Yep.
We will start with you, Sefri. You see, as you're finishing up you're kind of now just been like relaxing on the table, like taking out your belongings and just like reorganizing your pack, while everyone else has gone off to do different things. You see, Rast comes back downstairs from giving a tour to Carrick and 13 and Nexiris. He kind of walks.
Is he close to me now?
Yeah, it's just you guys basically on the general all alone.
Alright, I wanna walk up to him and... I'm sorry, we've never formally met, but as you know, I'm Sefri, and there's something I'd like to give you.
Oh. Yes.
So I'm still there.
No, you're not there.
And then I'm gonna pull out the,
Pearl of Power.
thing. And put it in his hand and say, "This was Doug's. He does not know I have it. With it, whatever you'd like." Him and I didn't exactly get off on the right foot, and I'm not a huge fan of his.
Yeah, he's not too fond of newcomers.
Yeah, I can see that.
Old comers.
Well, I've gotten my revenge on him, and will continue to do so. But you can do whatever you want with this.
Right. Thank you. It was Sefri, right?
Yes, Sefri.
Thank you. I have a couple ideas of what I can do with it. And he pockets it inside of his robes.
Awesome.
Charlie, leave it.
Walk away now.
Okay.
No.
I don't think he's inviting you up.
Carrick,
Yes.
give me an investigation check to track down Mrs. Puddles.
Mrs. Puddles.
12.
12. You look around and you find her in the basement. When you guys are down in the basement, you went towards the western side.
Yeah.
To the east, there is a very large kitchen. You see, based on your cooking experience, this is a kitchen that could be used to like cook for a lot of people.
Right.
And currently, like in there, like washing some dishes, like singing to herself is the old Mrs. Puddle. She was like ah, like no tune, no words, just like ah. Yeah, just sounds.
Mrs. Puddles,
Master Carrick!
how are you doing today?
I'm just fine.
So what are you up to?
Cleaning the dishes,
Charlie,
getting
stop.
ready to cook lunch for everyone.
Oh, do you want any help?
Oh, that's not necessary.
Are you sure? I've been known to dabble in cooking.
You have?
Yeah. I don't do dishes as much, but like I cook.
Sure. I was just gonna make some stew.
What about if we make something different than stew? What else? What do we got? What do we got in this?
I have some salted beef. Some carrots, some potatoes.
Sounds like all stuff that you put in a stew.
Yes, that's why I was going to make stew.
What else could you make? I mean, I could tell you what. Like,
We make a lot of stew here.
That's what it seems like. Is that the only? What else can you make? What's like your favorite dish to make, Mrs. Puddles?
Stew.
It's gotta be a horrible
How long have you been cooking stew?
All my life. 80 years.
80 years?
Yes,
You're 80 years old?
I am.
You look like you're 100.
She's working in the kitchen's hard.
Yeah, I think it is. So how about we make some? Do we have any chicken?
We have chickens in the yard. We could butcher some.
It's gonna be a lot of work. To butcher the chickens.
I make Billy help me all the time. I can tell Billy to do it.
Yeah.
Although we'll need a lot more chickens than we normally do.
Yeah. You have Billy catch up some chickens and butcher them.
All right. Billy!
I don't know if he heard you.
Billy!
I don't think he's coming.
Oh, I wonder if he's in the yard with that stupid dog.
Do you like the dog? Do you like Huckleberry? How's Billy doing? As like.
Oh, he's a kind boy.
Yeah, but like, how is he doing it for training the dog?
He's a very kind boy.
So good. So he's doing good.
No, I wouldn't say good.
So he's doing okay.
I would say he's doing.
Okay. He's doing okay.
Not the word I would use
What?
personally.
What else have you done with your life, Mrs. Puddles? Like,
I
want to hear your story.
I grew up in the city all my life.
In this city?
I did.
And then, like, did you go to school? Probably not.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
As a girl, my mother was a lady of the night.
Oh, like a vampire? I fought a vampire one time, and it almost killed me.
Not a vampire.
Oh, right. Like a...
She worked at
Like an owl?
Sasha's Silks.
Never heard of
It's
it.
closed down now.
Never heard of it. Do they have, like, clothes that you buy?
No, not much in terms of clothing was there.
So they have, like... what else
You
do you make?
paid her for pleasure.
Oh! I went to this one place where you gotta, like, cuddle with people. Like that? Just, like, kind of held them close.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I spent much of my youth there. I learned to cook there.
You wanted to cook stew there.
My mother made sure to keep me in the kitchen there, so I didn't have to work the floor.
Well, it shows. It really shows. Because of how great of a cook you are. Nothing else.
I spent my time working for various merchants in their houses as a cook. Helped raise many a nobleman's children.
By cooking stew. That's all you cook? What else?
It's the easiest at my age. I used to cook many things.
Oh, like what?
Chicken pot pie,
Oh, yeah. Let's make some
fresh
chicken pot pie.
lamb.
Let's make some chicken pot pie, Mrs. Puddles.
Stew is just easy.
Yeah, but let's make some. I'm here. I'll help you out. I'm like an expert chef.
Give me a persuasion check. With advantage.
Oh, yes.
Because you're offering to help her make it.
Yes. Oh, yes. 16.
16. She says,
It's 19 on the dot.
alright then, how about this? I'll get started on making a gravy.
Oh,
You go find Billy and wrangle up some chickens for us.
Yeah.
We're
Okay.
going to need a bit in the cold locker down here. We're going to need 4 chickens.
40 chickens?
4!
Oh, 4 chickens. Yeah, we can do that. I can
4
do that.
chickens.
Who's the old person here? 40 chickens!
Definitely not carrot.
So you're going to go up and try to...
Yep, we're gonna go catch some chickens.
Okay. While this is happening next year, give me an investigation check to track down Varela Pole.
Okie dokie. 14.
14. It takes you a little bit of time, but you find her wandering like up and down the steps on the inside, checking windows and latches. You know, when you first walk up and try to talk to her, she doesn't even respond at first. You see, she's like very intently like checking like the edge of a window. As she clears it, she turns and says, "Yes, Lady Nexirus."
So, Kirk and I were taking a nice little tour.
Oh, finally seeing your house.
Alright, do you want me to get you... Stop with the sass. I don't like it.
I'm sorry, it's been a year of a couple long days and long nights.
Listen, we didn't mean to. We were in the Feywild. Anyways, what I've come to say was we agreed that you should triple the guards.
Are we looking to add 8 more trained guards? Or some untrained guards?
Oh right, didn't we decide we would do 4 trained and then 4 that she would bring to train?
Yeah.
So that's fine.
Yeah. That's perfect.
Did we already tell her that? Maybe I already told her that. Okay, that's what I said. We're gonna do 4 trained, 4 untrained, and then for the 4 of you that have been here the past year, I wanted to give you, I can entrust you to give this out to them, I hope. 100 gold each bonus.
Of course, I will see to them right away. I would perhaps warn you, though. Do I have your permission to dole it out in weekly payments as an increase in pay for the next couple of weeks, rather than 100 gold to them instantaneously?
Probably a good idea.
Why?
Give them 100 gold, we won't have any guards here tonight. They will whore and drink and eat their way through that 100 gold
Alright, fine,
as
yes.
quickly as they can in
Yeah,
the city.
Yes, you're correct.
It's a good thing you hired me.
Thanks for your stuff.
She just rolls her eyes and says, do you have the gold now, or are you going to give it to Master Gorable?
I'm gonna roll insight. Can I trust her? I'm just a little worried now.
Roll insight.
I also say, yes, you're right. We did a good job hiring you.
Using luck.
Use all your luck right
I
now.
used all my luck today. And it didn't even help that time either.
I
I got a 13.
13.
No, a 14.
14. You don't get any sense of malice from her.
Alright, I'll just give it to her.
What are you
She's
doing?
in charge of the guard. She's very needy. You can't see her. You can just see her paw.
She says, thank you. You're a good person.
Derek and I were discussing, and we just really felt pretty terrible about what you guys have probably gone through, and I feel that you truly deserve it.
It's very much appreciated.
And hopefully you will never have to do those things again.
When I was made captain of the guard, I thought my time of walking a beat was long behind me. At first, it was quite welcome to have to do it again. It was humbling.
About a year in.
Now it's a little tedious and a little bit tiring. I
Yeah.
look forward to be able to spend my time instead training new guards rather than checking windows for latches and traps. Thank you.
You're welcome.
She walks forward, and you see her go up to another window and start checking the edges, feeling around, pulling her head outside.
Every window.
You're not there right now.
I know. I'm out of character. They had to do that for every window.
They check the entire thing.
How many windows in here? Like
A lot of
hundreds,
windows.
probably. At least 100.
The good ones do that. The trained ones do that.
Oh god.
The untrained ones might not.
Oh god.
They're looking to make sure there's no a glyph that's been placed on it. They're making sure there's no little nick from where a grappling hook might have been put on it. They're looking to make sure there's no pythons that have been nailed into the wall outside. They're looking to make sure that everything is just no tripwires have been put in place
Yeah.
as an alarm in case someone's already broken in.
So now I'm gonna go find Glorable.
Yeah, you're gonna find Gorble. He's in the city right now.
Oh, fuck.
You can go into the city.
Oh, I have some stuff that I didn't get in the city.
You do.
Okay,
have
so I
something to do.
find Carrick somewhere, and I was like, I'm gonna go find Glorable.
Well, you go outside, Carrick.
Yes.
When you walk out to the yard, you currently see Billy is saying, "Come! Come here, Huckleberry! Come here!" And the dog is just laying on the ground, rolling around in the dirt.
Oh, wait! Isn't what's-his-face here?
Yeah.
Or is he dead? Do we go over that?
Who?
Who's that?
Can't remember his name. Your squirrel.
Oh no!
Tuba.
Is he still here?
You have to look for him.
Oh no!
Did you leave him here?
Yeah, I left him there.
Yeah, you're gonna have to try to find him.
Oh god. Oh, I'll do that. I guess.
Did you?
when
You
we
should.
come.
You could.
I'll do it later.
You ask Orville if he knows where he went,
Yeah, that's true. He's everything.
or if he buried him.
That's so sad.
You see, like, in the yard, there's a bunch of chickens that are currently, like, pecking around in the dirt. And as you walk out, Billy says, "Yup, right. Stay. Good job, Huckleberry. Good job. Master Carrick,
Hey,
how you doing today?
I'm doing good. How's the training going?
It's going great. See, watch this. Don't come here.
Can you make him do anything else?
Oh, loads, tons.
What else can you make him do?
Everything. It's just right now he's a little tired. We just had a very long training session, so he's a little tired right now.
Right.
I'm taking a break.
Okay. Yeah, you're allowed to do that. Yeah, that's what we pay you for. Just take breaks. Yeah.
No, I'm always working.
I bet.
I'm watching the yard right now.
Yeah.
Official guard duty, you know?
You're a guard now?
No, I just help out.
Okay.
Do my part.
So, non-official.
Official, unofficial guard duty.
Okay. Right.
Assistant to manager.
Of course. Anyways, I need your help with something that you can do, which is not training the stuff. Like, not, yeah. Just something else that I need help with.
Sure, what is it?
We gotta catch some chickens. 40 chickens.
40? We don't even have 40.
4 chickens! Gosh! Why would you think it was 40? Are you crazy?
You said 40.
I said 4. I think I know what I said, Bill.
Alright, 4 chickens, okay.
We need 4 chickens stat. So you work on that. And I will go check on Mrs. Puddles.
Okay.
Yeah, so when I come back, there better be 4 chickens. And then I'm gonna walk away for like 5. I'm not gonna actually go to Miss Puddle. I'm gonna wait for like 5 minutes and then see if he's got the chickens.
Okay. So, like, you're gonna, like, go back into the keep and, like,
Yeah.
look through the door?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I'm gonna see if he actually does
You
it.
see he like, turns and you see, like, you're just down, like, grabs some, like grass and, like, throws it towards them. It doesn't do anything. And he, like, goes over to, near where there's, like, a little lean-to that seems to be set up as, like a stable almost.
Yeah.
And, like, reaches into, like, a bag of what looks like corn and starts going, He gets close enough to one and, like, grabs it and, like, you see the chicken, like, flapping its wings and clawing. And he
Does it break its neck?
breaks its neck.
Oh.
He goes, puts the chicken down. Goes up to another chicken. Lunges forward to try to jump on top of it, and it like flutters away, like across the other side of the yard.
I'm gonna walk out after that. Like, what happened, Bill?
I got a chicken.
You got the 4 chickens that I asked for?
I got one so far, sir.
Okay. Well, I'll just help you get the other ones.
Okay.
I'm gonna help him catch chickens.
Right. Give me an animal handling check. Hold on. I'm gonna say this. There's 2 ways you can go about it.
Okay.
The first way, you can just try to, like, pick them off, and then you just make attack rolls against chickens.
Yeah.
The other way is you can try to, like, get close and grab them and then break their necks.
I want to try to. I guess I'll try to pick them off.
Okay. What? Make an attack roll. With what? What are you doing?
I'm gonna throw a dart at it.
Okay.
It's gonna be a 28.
You hit one that's, like, currently, like, going around, and it just, like, takes its head off, and then, like, you see the body still going, and the body just falls over dead.
Oh, cool.
So you got 2 chickens now. You need
Yes.
2 more.
Yeah, we need 2 more. I'm gonna throw another dart at it. It's a 26.
26. You take one in the chest and it just drops.
I'll get the last one. It's a 24.
You very quickly just a drop, and you just see this, like, wow.
Why couldn't you just do that, man?
How?
You just throw the things at you. Do you have darts?
No.
You have throwing darts? Oh.
I mean, I got like a knife, but I mainly use it to cut my meat.
Oh, well, maybe someone should teach you. Have you talked to Sergeant Poole about this?
I try to stay away from Dr. Paul.
Maybe you should.
She does not like me very much.
Yeah, I wonder
Not
why.
a big
I
fan.
wonder why. I wonder why, Billy.
Do you blame her?
No, but anyway, let's bring these chickens to Mrs. Puddles, and we'll.
I actually should be probably getting back to
not train Huckleberry.
training Huckleberry.
Right, to do something other than not come, because he totally knows other tricks, right?
You totally what?
Knows other things to do, like other tricks besides not come.
Uh,
Like you taught him like
yeah.
to
So
sit
Oh yeah.
and come.
He's very good at sitting.
I bet. What about laying down? Probably even better at that.
Oh, he's the best.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks for the help. And
Thank you for the help.
yeah, you didn't really do that much, but I'm gonna go now. So bye, Billy. And I'm gonna take
Bye,
the chickens.
Master Carrick.
Take my 4 chickens.
All right, you bring him down.
Yeah, bring them down. I'm gonna.
As you walk in, you see Sefri sitting at the table, and Axios has come into the room. You guys see Carrick coming in, holding 4 bloody dead chickens in his arms.
Guys, I got lunch.
Well,
It's not cooked yet, but
thank God for that.
yeah, but it's gonna be great. It's gonna be you don't want to miss this. It's gonna be amazing.
What are you making?
It's a surprise. But it's with pork.
Pork.
Yeah, with pig.
That's
So it's
that's not pork.
No. This is dessert. This is dessert. Yes.
I'm gonna go to town.
So you're gonna miss lunch.
Yeah, I think I.
You don't want my chicken pork?
I'm not very hungry. No.
I also meant, instead of saying lunch, I meant dinner.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, it's past lunchtime?
Lunch is kind of like you find your own thing here.
Oh, but I was gonna make the big lunch thing. It's a big deal.
Well, that's for dinner. You can start with dinner, but
Okay.
yeah.
I'll let Mrs. Fox cook dinner.
Okay.
I caught
Lied
the
to
chickens.
us.
I caught the chickens. It's the hardest part. I want to go to town now. But anyways, I'm gonna drop the chickens off and be like, "Hey, Mrs. Puddles, got these chickens for you. Here's the 40 chickens you asked for. Yeah, go have fun."
Alright, so you go downstairs to Mrs. Bubbles.
Yeah.
And when you walk in, you see she's like got things set up. She has like different stations set up. She goes, "Oh, Master Carrick, I'm ready for a cooking bonanza.
It's gonna be so fun, right?
I got a spot for us to chop some vegetables.
Oh yeah.
I've
I
got a
can't
gravy
wait.
started.
I can't.
I've got dough ready to be pressed and cut and rolled for the pastry.
Yeah.
I've got it's going to
Yeah,
be quite the day."
It's going to be quite the day. Unfortunately, I cannot. I have something else that I had a thing that I have to do. But, and then I motioned to 13, who's behind me. 13 has been talking to me a lot. And
She glares up at you.
she really, really wants to learn how to cook. And I mean, you're probably the best cook that I know.
Oh, thank
Yeah,
you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. The best cook I know. And I think that's
I heard a rumor.
What is the rumor?
I heard Master Grizzly is quite the cook.
He is we should get him down here too. He could show you probably a thing or two.
I'll see if we can wrangle him up.
Yeah, you do that. But
No.
you guys are gonna have a great cooking party.
Come here, little girl. I'll teach you.
And I'm gonna tap her on the butt and be like, "Get in there, kid."
She just glares at you and just you see like electricity like on her fingertips as she just turns in and
We'll get to have some fun later. I wink at her.
at who?
Yeah.
At 13?
Yeah.
Miss Puddle.
Are you banging at 13 now?
No. Like I'm saying that as like we're gonna like train and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm gonna wink at her. 'Cause
That's fine.
I know what it's coming off as, but like I'm doing it as like we're gonna like shoot some lightning. And I'm just like, we'll have some fun later. Like, no.
That makes it so much better.
Yeah.
Right, so Sefri, are you going with them into the city?
Yes, I am.
Right, so it's about like 1 in the afternoon by this point. So if you guys want to be back by dinner, you've got a couple hours ago.
Cool.
What in the city would you guys like to do? I can pull the map up for you if you'd like to see the city.
I would like to go to Madame Malkin's.
Anything else anyone else wants to do?
Yeah, I'll talk to Gorval later, but can I find... I want to go there too. But can I find... I'm also like... While we're going, is there any like... food trucks on the way that I see? With like a turkey leg or like...
You can probably find market stalls that sell
And I'm going to
food.
sneak away and scarf down food because I'm really nervous about what the fuck Eric's cooking
Oh,
tonight.
you weren't hungry.
So like, I'm trying to do it without Carrick noticing that I'm...
Okay.
'cause
And
I don't want him to
Sefri,
know that.
is there anything in particular you want to do in town?
Well, it would be better if I was.
Oh, I'm gonna follow wherever they're going, but if I
Told me
see
what it
any
was.
like super fancy stores, I want to go inside.
That I wouldn't
Okay.
be so nervous.
You guys make your way into town. Right when you get in town, it enters in by the West Ward, which is where a lot of travelers. It's like the main gate into the city. You see there are
Oh shit.
carts, wagons, people calling out their wares. Dub is not with you guys. In fact, you guys don't know where Dub is.
I thought he was with Durnavir.
No, Durnavir, when last you guys saw him, was like out in the yard, like practicing throwing some daggers.
So is it just Carrick 13 X Series and me?
13's not there. She's helping cook.
Okay, so it's just three of us.
Yeah.
Because she really wanted to.
But yeah, so if there's someone you wanted to, you can definitely find.
Actually,
What do
if
you say?
there's any, I don't know, second-hand stores, I want to go in those before I go into fancy stores.
Sorry, what did you say? I zoned out completely.
She wants to go to secondhand stores before she goes into
Yeah, she
fancy
wants to go
stores.
for shopping.
Okay. I mean, there's lots of stores in here. If you want to, you can give me an investigation check to look for certain stores. Carrick is going to a specific place, which is like a fancy magic store. Investigation.
10.
Okay. So you go off to find a place to shop. I'm trying to open up the carport thing.
This is what we're saying as we're walking in.
Are you guys going with her to find places?
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
As long as it's on the way.
Yeah, I don't want to go anywhere out of the way.
Me and Carrick are standing behind Sefri, like doing the beat.
As you guys are going, you see an old wooden sign that has been very worn, and the only word you can see on it now is discount.
Let's go in that place.
Sounds promising.
Yeah.
When you walk in, you see behind the counter is a large wardrobe, a half-orc, with big tusks, who's wearing an apron. No shirt, just an apron. His hands from his arms from his like elbow down are covered in blood.
I thought you were going to say gum.
And you see on the table in front of him is a large cleaver. And he says, "What can I get for you today? You go for beef? Pork?
Do you have any samples?
No. This is Borkus's Discount Meats. Did you read the
John,
fucking
second
sign?"
thought, I
The signs have
think I remember
gone!
wrong.
Well,
I'm just gonna slowly leave.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
nothing for you? All right.
No,
Like,
no,
he takes
no.
the cleaver and like hits it on the counter.
Do you have any jerky?
No.
What kind of meat place is this, man?
I'm a butcher.
Yeah, butcher some jerky. And then I leave.
You hear cursing and Orcish as you walk out.
Oh.
I don't think that's how jerky works, Carrick.
I think it is. I'm not a great jerky maker. Never made it before.
Charlie. Where is she? Oh God.
But yeah, if you want to, you can keep searching for.
Yes, I would like to keep searching.
Alright, give me another investigation check. A
21.
Okay. You find trying to find the right district. As you guys are making your way through, you sort of swing down near sort of the poorer area because you're looking for like thrift shops.
Yeah.
And you see a small little general store that says Nabala's Goods. When you walk inside, you see like an overcrowded sort of like mismatched like thrift shop kind of feel to it. Seated in a rocking chair in the corner is an elderly dragonborn with black scales that seem to have started to almost like fade to a light gray. He has a pair of glasses on his nose, and he's sitting. And when you walk, he says, hello, welcome to my shop. If there's anything you need, just let me know." And he kind of leans back again and opens up his book.
What's your name?
I walk away from him and just start browsing.
I'm gonna walk towards him.
I'm Nabala. And yours?
Carrick.
Carrick.
Yeah.
Well met, sir. Well
I'm
met.
gonna walk away as well.
Carrick, give me a religion check.
It's a 15.
A 15. You see the man is wearing some tattered and like old robes, and on his that look religious in nature, and he's wearing a necklace that looks like it's the only thing of like noticeable wealth on him.
Yeah.
It's a polished platinum shield with a dragon's head on it.
Oh, cool necklace. Where'd you get that from?
I used to serve in the Church of Bahamut.
Oh, no way.
It's when I still lived in the islands to the northwest, Arcosia.
Oh my god! My friend! And I try to find an exit. My friend's from there!
It was the dragonborn woman you walked in with.
How'd you know?
Because most of Arcosia is dragonborn. It's a dragonborn empire.
Yeah, that's where she's from, though. Yeah. Maybe you guys are related.
I don't know about that.
Do you know Anaxirus? I don't think she has a lot. Do you have a last name? Dragonborns have
We
last
have
names?
clan names if we're wealthy. I do not.
Oh, yeah, I don't think she has one either, honestly. So maybe you guys are related.
I don't think so.
Are you, like, only related to other people who have, like, the same color scales?
No, you're not limited to your scale color.
No. So, like, say that you had a kid with my friend, Anaxirus. What color would your baby be? Their dragon baby?
What color is this guy's scales?
Black.
It'd be like a...
If-
what are black and gold?
Black and gold scales, not skulls. Children born to a couple of black and gold would yield most likely black or gold, but
Like
any
black
color.
and gold? Like just like two colors?
No.
Black or gold?
But any color is possible.
So you got like have like a blue baby or like a green baby?
Yes.
That's so cool, man. Wow, that's awesome. I feel like I've learned a lot from you.
Is that?
You've been with me.
Yes. Is that a pendant of Melora? I see.
It is, yeah. I am also in the church.
You serve with the church.
I do, yeah.
Well,
All my life.
any friend of a church is a friend of mine.
Oh, I'm so glad to have met you. Nebula? I'm not great with names, I'm sorry.
Nabala.
Nabal, I was really close though.
If you're going to purchase something, come see me before you see the checkout girl.
Oh, thank you, Nabal. That's very nice of you.
You're welcome. Alright, what is it that you guys are looking for? Are you just perusing in general?
I'm just perusing.
I am looking for anything of value. Anything shiny, anything super nice. That.
Okay. Give me an investigation check.
18.
18. Okay. You find some fine cloth gloves that are trimmed with ermine. You see a nice carved wooden jar in the shape of like a demon face. You find a little, what looks like a talisman almost, like to ward away curses or something that was made by some kind of shaman with like fur and feathers. Yeah. And you find a, like, what looks like withered scroll kind of bound up together.
Can I tell the value of any of these things from looking at them?
No, I mean, the gloves look pretty nice. The talisman looks like, to the right seller, maybe it'd be like, you know, some kind of collector's item. Same with the jug.
And what do I see on the scrolls?
Give me an Arcana check looking at it.
8.
An 8? It's some kind of spell scroll, but you have no idea what it is.
Okay, I'm going to try to... Where in the shop am I right now? Like, am I in view of the...
It's like a brat stall.
I mean, it's not a very big shop, so kind of, yeah, but you can try to make a sleight of hand check if you're trying to steal something.
I am. I'm going to try to pocket the gloves.
Okay, give me a sleight of hand check.
Man, that's so mean.
22.
Alright, you managed to like, you reach up for that jar and, like, tip it with your finger, and it drops. And as you go to catch it, you secretly pocket the gloves into your pouch. But the attendant up on the counter, who seems to be a young human girl, like gasps as you drop the jar, and just as you catch it, just shakes her and says, "Be more careful."
Oh, I'm very sorry. And then I'm going to put the jar back and walk over to her with the scrolls in my hand.
Okay.
And just ask how much they are.
She takes it and looks it over. 50 gold pieces for it.
Alright, thank you. And then I'm going to just walk around.
Okay.
And when I get slightly out of review, I'm going to try to pocket the scrolls as well.
Give me a sleight of hand check. 32.
Oh,
You manage to like put it back on the shelf.
It's like, why would you
in
pay
view
for
of her?
anything?
But as you do, you like pop open your sleeve a little bit, so you put it down on the shelf, and as you walk, you just scoop it back up in your sleeve and
Alright,
walk
cool.
towards the front. Next year's, what are you doing? As you're going down.
Do I see anything that Corrival would like?
Give me an investigation check.
It's a 10.
A 10.
I'm out of luck. So it's a 10.
Unfortunate.
Right. 1 second. My treasure generator is being slow. 10. You see what looks like a nice, it said copper cloth gloves, and I'm like, I don't think that's right.
Nope.
I don't think that's the right thing. Like
I
a
also don't
nice,
think he would like gloves.
nice green cape.
I don't know.
Just have my hand.
Oh, you guys got his hand back.
Oh, I thought you just got an eye back.
No, you guys got his hand back. He's missing fingers from his right hand.
Oh, he is? Should've got his fingers back, too.
Yeah, that doesn't seem fair.
Yeah.
He looks like a nice green cloak.
That's nice. What color is Marvel?
Silver.
Look nice on him.
You see what looks like a little gold brooch?
Just standing behind me.
Yeah. How big?
And a set of teacups that are a little chipped and cracked and worn.
Is the cloak nice, or is it like tattered and gross?
It's nice. It's not so it's nice in that it's not tattered and gross, like it's in good condition, but it's not a nice cloak. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It'd be like if you found like this sweatshirt that was like brand new. You know what I mean?
Yeah, okay.
Like it's not like a fancy cloak, but it's in good condition.
Alright, I'm just gonna keep wandering around.
Okay. Are you looking to shop, Carrick?
Yeah, I'll look for stuff.
Anything in particular, or just
Let's see if I have like a nice hat. Do I have any
Give-
hats?
give me a perception check.
Let's say 8. It's 20. It's 20.
Wait, how can you get to do perception?
I'm sorry, investigation, not perception.
Sorry.
An 11.
Let me get my nice hat.
I couldn't get. I would have been such a better roll if it was perception. My investigation's shite.
Yeah, mine's a 0.
So is mine.
Darn it.
My perception's a +7.
Yeah, mine's a +9. I'm very perceptive.
Yeah.
You see what looks like a floppy, kind of like worn, I can't remember what are they called?
It's floppy.
Like a stovepipe kind of hat, like a Abraham Lincoln kind of hat, the tall ones.
Oh, yes.
It's like falling over, like it doesn't stay up. It is like falling
Oh
in
my
and
God.
stuff. But
Yes. I need it. I need that hat.
okay.
Hey, Hey, Nobula.
Nabala.
Yeah, that's what I said. How much is this hat?
Yeah, you hear like the sound of the rocking chair like creaking, and he gets up, and you hear like the sound of like footsteps, and then like the third hit of a cane. He looks over and says, "Oh," like pushes his glasses up. 4 silver, but for you, I'll take just 1.
Oh, that's so nice of you. Do you have any cool hats? Or is this like, oh, this is all you got?
To be honest with you, I'm not quite sure of what we've got.
I mean, you seem like you could pull off a hat.
In my day, I used to wear hats.
Yeah, I
Yes.
bet you did. But yeah, thank you, man. It means a lot to me. I'm gonna come back here one day and see how you're doing.
Better be soon. I don't know how much longer I
Oh,
have.
yeah, you got so much longer.
I hope so.
Me too.
That'll be 1 silver
I'm
piece.
gonna give him 1 silver. I'm gonna give him 2 silver. Take it out of my pocket. I'm gonna give it.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. You're so welcome.
Come back. Your name was again?
Carrick
Carrick.
with a C, and also another C, and an R, and there's 2 R's and an A.
That's
And
good.
a,
That's
and
good
also-
enough.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah.
You're welcome back anytime, Carrick.
Thanks. Thank you.
You and your friends, and
Thank
points to Sephiri and Maxius.
Yeah. They're just
We
great.
hear him?
They're my friends.
Yeah.
Yes.
I go over to Carrick and say, "How did you do that?"
He's my friend, and he fought with the Bahamut people, the Church of Bahamut. He's a nice old man. He doesn't have much more time left, I don't think. And I whisper that kind of loud to next year's.
Did you actually talk to him?
Yeah. Yeah, no, we're great friends. I think we're like best friends.
You go over to Nabala.
He like just got back down in his chairs. Yes. A fellow Dragonborn. It's good to see you in these parts.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen one besides Goroval in a long time.
It's good to see Councilman Goravel. It's good to see Dragonborn doing much beyond the Empire. Are you hail from the Empire?
Is that what Arcos is called?
Yes, it's the Arcosian Empire.
Okay. Yes, I do.
That's good. That's good.
Do you?
Yes, I do.
Ah. What did you do there?
A bit of this, bit of that. I served as an acolyte for quite some time in the Temple of Bahamut in my village.
What do I know about Bahamut?
Give me a religion check.
It's an 11.
11. You have advantage because you're also a Dragonborn, by the way. Doesn't help.
12. Like a Dragonborn god.
You know Bahamut is the Platinum Dragon. He's depicted as either a giant platinum dragon or as an old kind of kingly man with a silver beard and the crown. He is the god of justice, law, and nobility. He is the primary god worshipped by Dragonborn, since he's the platinum dragon. And all good dragons, like the metallic dragons, worship him. The other dragon deity is Tiamat, who is the goddess of greed and avarice and jealousy. She's a 5-headed dragon.
You okay? Did you crack your rib too?
No, I didn't. I did think I sprained my wrist, but it's okay.
That's why it was really funny. It's like literally like 2 days before, not 2 days, a couple days before you guys went.
Yeah.
My friend Nick and I that I work with were talking about how he was saying like a lot of his snowboard stuff got stolen when they moved, but he's like saying how like he doesn't really kind of replace it because he's like, so now he's like I don't really have like if I go snowboarding and I take a bad spill and I get hurt, he's like it's not fun breaking bones when you're in your 20s. He's like it's a lot easier when you're in high school and you do it. It's like it's hard to work. And then like 5 days later, Connor's like, I think I broke my rib.
Yeah.
I was like, yep, that's exactly what it's like.
funny.
But yeah, so you know that Bahamut is the like most people you knew growing up were probably worshiping Bahamut.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Okay. So I say, oh wow, how long have you been here then?
Oh, 35 years now.
Oh wow, that's a...
Retired for
So you would have never... What are my parents' names? Avarax. Doesn't that sound really bad?
Yeah, definitely is. Definitely is that. Isn't that Steve's guy?
Yeah.
Avarax?
Oh,
Avarax.
Avarax. Ah. My dad's name is Avarax. So there's that. And me. Is Avarax a dragonborn?
no, he's busy.
Similar.
And Meowsa. Ask him about
Can't
Meow.
say I've known any Dragonborn by those names. What were their scales?
I don't think I said that both there. I'm just gonna say they're both gold.
No, I can't say it rings any bells.
Yeah. Well, that would have been a small world, huh?
It would have
We were sailors, so.
traveling quite a bit. There's a lot of sailors in the Empire. What with it being almost entirely islands.
Yep. Alright. Well, it was very nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you as well.
And I walk away.
Right. You guys walk out. You guys want to find more stores or you going to Madame Malcolm's?
I'm ready to go.
Yeah, I'm just going to Mount Hawkins.
As soon as we're out of the view of the store, can I just pull out the scrolls and then nudge next Sirius and ask her if she recognizes anything?
Alright. Sifri pulls out a scroll and says, notice anything?
Sapri, did you take these?
They might have fallen into my bag.
Sapri.
I'm sorry, but it looked important and it cost 50 gold, and I didn't really feel like spending that much.
So I examined them.
Give me an Arcana check.
It's not gonna be good. Carrick, would you help me look at these?
Yeah, where'd you get them from?
I don't know.
Oh.
Do I just get advantage, or do you want us both to roll?
You have advantage.
Figure I needed it, and definitely did. That'll be a 12.
12. Some kind of magic scroll. Wilbur could probably figure it out for you.
Maybe we'll show Wilbur when we go back to the castle, or the fort.
Alright, sounds like a good plan. So I'm just gonna put them back in my bag.
Okay. Anything else you're doing, or are you guys going up to,
I'm ready for Madame Malkin.
Yeah. I'm gonna follow behind them slowly, so if I see any, like, nice clothing places or stuff like that, I'll go in, but otherwise I'm just following them.
Okay. You guys take about an hour and a half to get to the rest of the city.
Oh god, we gotta get back soon.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is getting close to dinner
Yeah, we
time.
do.
It's about 4 o'clock.
Wait, did I ever find any turkey legs?
You did.
Did Carrick see me?
Give me a stealth check.
Oh fuck. It's not gonna be good. I got a 7.
Sirius at one point claims she dropped something, and I had to go back and get it. And you guys see her, and she'll be up with, like, she'll catch up to you, and you see her in an alleyway up ahead, like 5 seconds later, eating a turkey leg.
She said she wasn't hungry. That's weird.
Sure, it's nothing, Derek.
Probably. Yeah, yeah. She would never lie to me, I don't think.
No, she would never lie to you.
Yeah, definitely not.
Baxter doesn't lie. She's lawful good.
Right? Right, little Nuggy Nug?
So you guys make your way through, and you see the large warehouse with purple and gold writing that says Madame Malkin's Emporium for magnificent, mundane, enchanted goods.
Does it look the same as when we saw it the last time, or is it like a facelift? Does it look like we haven't seen it in a year and a half?
It looks exactly the same.
Yeah.
You see there out front, someone in a purple gold uniform as you walk up says, "Oh, the Black Parade. Madame Malkin's been expecting you."
Well, that's probably not good.
Is it
Right,
a good
Is she
way?
here?
Oh, she's here.
Oh, somehow she's here. The one fucking time it's.
Yeah. Oh man, this is not gonna be good.
The attendant brings you guys in and walks across to one of the floating cages, and you see people going around on the platforms up to different cages in the room. Says, "All right, on board."
Do we have to go?
Didn't she just come up here?
Yeah, did she come to us or?
Oh, you guys know how this works.
Yeah. Do I know what was the guy that was helping me? Do I know his name?
His name was Dwindle.
Dwindle. Can I ask where Dwindle is? If he's in, he's here.
The guy says, "I think he might be here in the workshops. I can ask him to be sent up to see you."
Yeah. Can you do that, please?
Yeah, I'll send word. He calls her and says, "Hey, can you find out if Tinker Dwindle's here and tell him to meet up in the office?" And the other worker says, "Yeah, I'll goes off to go find him."
Thanks, guys.
You guys feel the platform lift up, float through the room, go up to the center box area and rise up, and you see the pink, bright, ostentatious office of Madame Malkin, the halfling woman. She's sitting at her desk, goggles up on her head, holding a wand in her hand as you walk in. As you float up, she looks and says, "I want to talk to them alone." Thanks, Brian. And you guys step off, and the guy lowers down, floor goes up behind you. She takes a wand and points at you and says, "Where the fuck is your friend Dub?"
We haven't seen Dub in a while.
Give me a
Right,
deception
guys?
check.
Right, guys? We haven't seen Dub in so long.
Yeah, it was a really long time that we saw
Yeah,
Dub for.
Yeah, Sefri, tell her.
Can I?
how
Yeah, I'll
it
stumble in
happened.
front of them and just say, "I'm sorry, I don't think we've ever met. My name is Sefri Hornraven, and speaking for the entire Black Parade, we haven't seen Dub in a year and a half, at least."
Alright, give me a deception check, all of you.
No, I think that.
This
just
is a
Sefri
group
should
check.
do it. I think
Everyone
just
makes the
Sefri-
check.
just Sefri.
I feel like maybe I should.
I think you probably shouldn't have said it.
Yeah, I messed up.
32 deception from Sefri.
Messed up real good.
I got a 20.
I got a 10.
That wasn't
Okay.
bad.
Yeah, it could have been worse.
Could have been so much worse.
She kind of leans back and says, "Well met, Sefri. You guys are taking on recruits now, hiring new people?"
Something like that.
Yeah, we're undergoing aggressive expansion.
Since clearly Dub wasn't really quite helpful to us.
Yeah, he rolled through here
What happened?
a couple months ago. He had some schematics and an idea. We worked together to build him an arm. A mechanical one, to replace the one he lost.
Oh, you gave him the arm? That thing's so cool. Oh, shoot!
Oh my
So you've seen him then?
No, we saw some pictures.
Yeah, we
of,
saw pictures. There was a picture on the wall.
and when we got back,
Because
Gorble was telling us that he had seen him and heard about.
So Gorval seen Dub.
no.
We saw him after you made the arm. Like, a long time ago.
See, because I made Dub the arm, and I said, "All right, Dub, that's gonna be 25,000 gold pieces."
So
And
much.
Dub said, "Sure, I'll get it to you tomorrow." And then he broke into my store and stole the arm, and made it as far as the front door before our security system stopped him.
I can't believe he made it out of here with that.
He didn't make it out of here.
So, how.
He made it to the front door. He got in, and then he made it to the front door.
Then what happened? So he's like locked up here?
No, I threw him into Darkreef prison.
Oh, right.
Ah.
That makes sense.
Called him a little bit of a personal favor.
But he has the arm?
Yeah, I let him keep it.
Why would you let him keep it?
Managed to break in here. He deserved it.
Oh.
I expected
That's
Darkreef
true.
would.
I can't believe he managed to break in here.
I didn't think Darkreef would hold him that long. It held him about 2 months before he broke out.
Yeah, but we haven't seen him since then, ever.
We just heard about the arm.
Yeah, we just heard about it.
I kicked.
And we saw a picture.
I
also.
kicked Carrick.
We saw a picture
in
of
the
it.
shin.
That's it. That's all that she wrote.
Yeah, I'm gonna elbow Carrick as well.
She says, when you find him, let him know I want to talk to him.
If we see him, we'll tell him.
I want to find out how he broke out of that prison.
Yep. Oh.
You care more about him breaking out of the prison than the money he owes you.
25,000 gold pieces is nothing.
That's a lot of money.
It's a lot for Dub.
Yeah, Dub didn't have it.
I knew he didn't have it.
Why would you?
I want to see what he would do.
Oh. I feel like you should have put him in.
So you just want the information of how he broke out.
Yes. It's a hard prison to break in or out of. It takes a highly specialized crew to get in there.
It must
Do
have
you
been a
know
fly
if
cat in
anyone
that
helped him out?
What'd you say, Kate?
I want to know if I ask if she knows who helped him out.
Heard some rumors. I know there's a pretty big bounty on his head right now.
Probably
A bounty, you say? For how much?
Last I heard, it was in the ballpark of 300,000 gold pieces.
300,000 gold pieces?
Oh my god, we
I'm
should
gonna, like,
really get
choke.
that Dub.
We should.
So
Wanna
much
hear that?
money.
I know. Dub's kind of an
He
asshole.
pissed somebody off.
Who's bounty?
More than
is
just
it?
one person, I assume.
It's one of the thieving crews here in the city. Ever since you guys took care of the Shadow Steppers, there's been a couple small ones here and there.
Wow.
She leans back again, puts the wand on the desk. So what brings you to my store today? Looking to do business?
Yeah, I have business with Grindel. He's my friend. He's an old friend of mine. And he was working on something for me, which I think he completed.
Right.
Yep.
Wendell, he's one of the, you hired him to build you that wingsuit, right?
Yep, yep.
I'd say he was newer, but he was new when you first ordered the suit.
Yeah,
It's been a long time.
yeah, it's been a while.
From what I understand, he's been working on it quite a bit.
Cole's
Good.
staring
Good.
at Kate's video.
At this point, you hear a sound, and floating up into the center is you see a human man with like big mutton chops and a balding head. Says, "Ah, hello there, Master Carrick.
Dwindle, you're back.
I've been here the whole time.
I have not been here the whole time. I'm back. I'm back, and you finished the thing that I asked you to finish.
For the most part, yes.
For the most part.
Just a couple of finishing touches here and there.
Okay.
Tinker on a daily.
That's what I like to hear. Yeah.
I could bring it by later tonight for you.
That's perfect. That's
A little bit of a test flight.
Yes, 100%.
All right.
Awesome, Dwindle.
Madam Malcolm, was there anything you needed me for? They told me I was required up here.
Yeah, that was my bad. That was my bad, Madam Malkin. I needed to see him.
Dwindle, that will be all. He says, all right then. Well, I'll see you tonight then, Master Carrick. I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, so am I.
I've thought about this a lot.
Me too. For 2 years. Year and a half.
For you, it's not been a year and a half.
I
For
know.
you, it's been
I know.
a month.
Yeah.
He leaves the room. Madam Malcolm says, is that all of your business? Are you buying, selling?
I have a couple things I could sell. I know I have some stuff on here.
Oh, do you have any tuning spoons?
Tuning forks?
I've heard it both ways. But yeah, if you call it that.
For teleportation and,
Yeah.
and plane shift purposes.
Yeah.
I might have some.
Do you have any for this plane? How much does a spoon go for? A fork. How much does a fork go for?
I can tell you right now. I have to look it up real quick.
I have these pipes. I'll sell these pipes.
I believe it's
Holy, you smell
$2.50
good.
for them, but
Oh, were you laying on the
it
Febreze
is
bed?
$2.50.
That's why.
250 gold.
That's how much it is like to make it. So obviously she sells it for more at a profit. She says, yeah, 500 gold pieces for one normally.
For any plane or like just
But with your 15% discount,
right
it's
that we have.
a little bit less for you.
Do you have any for the fire plane?
The elemental plane of fire?
Yep, that's the one.
I'm gonna sell this too.
I think maybe one or two.
How much would that go for? Same price?
Same price.
Are all 250? 250 base price?
500.
500 base price?
500, yes.
For one. 500 for one.
Correct.
So it'd be 1,000, so it'd be 850 for both of them.
Correct.
Cool. Well, hey next Cirrus. Can I borrow 850 gold?
Probably for a Kate. They're more of a feminine cut to them. But like, they could be like they're like smaller, so for a woman most likely, but like they're not masculine or feminine in the way they look.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
No problem.
Can I ask about magic items?
I think I could sell all of
Yeah.
this. I think it matters.
You want to know what I've got for sale, huh?
Yes.
All right.
Oh, but the Warhammer,
She pulls out a big like manual thing and flips through it.
yeah, but the force that comes back.
Says I've got a enchanted hand axe, a light hammer.
I would keep that one.
I have an ebony fly. You can speak a command word and turn it into a fly. I've got a handy haversack, similar to a bag of holding. You can stuff a lot of things in there. I've got some mariner's armor, it's half plate,
I'll keep this one.
more for sailors to wear. A couple potions, and a pair of winged boots.
How much for the thing that's similar to a bag of holding and the axe?
The handy haversack.
Yes.
About 3,000 gold pieces for the handy haversack.
And the axe?
The axe. 2,700.
Alright, thank you.
I want to sell these. And I want to ask her if there's anything that she has that could, like, maybe like a sending stone or something that we could, like, be able to communicate with our fort and the people at it while we're, like, traveling.
She takes a look at these. Give you 1,000 gold for both.
Sure. I'm not using them.
Add 1,000 gold to your whatever you're adding that to. She says, well, I have sending stones. I have a couple scrolls of sending.
The sending stones, does it matter if you're on, like, a different plane?
They need to be on the same plane.
The same plane. But anything else is okay.
Any distance with sending stones.
Okay, so maybe I'll buy a pair of sending stones.
I already have sending stones.
Yeah, but we might need, like, our own set,
Alright.
I think.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
And then we can have, like, the fort set. What would you what would you recommend being the best, Madam Malkin?
Oh wait, hold on. You actually with sending, you might be able to do any plane,
That's cool.
but there's a chance it doesn't arrive. It says sending stones are gonna get you once a day, as many scrolls as you cast is how many times you can do it. But they're one-time use. So it's up to you, really.
I feel like the stones are probably better because we don't have to worry about running out. And they can communicate back without a sending scroll.
Yeah.
How much would that be?
For the pair, 800 gold pieces.
Oh, that's nothing. How much gold do you have?
Wow. With a discount?
What other tuning forks do you have? Or like what other points you got?
I've got the Feywild.
Ooh, take one of those.
I've got Plane of Fire.
Right.
Got the Elemental Plane of Air
Ooh, we'll take one of those definitely.
and Water.
We'll go with air and fire. I think it's good.
Air, Fire,
And
and
the
the Fire
Feywild.
material. And the Feywild.
Yeah.
So 2,000 gold pieces worth.
What is
Yeah, I
that?
need more gold.
What?
It's for Wilbur. He requested this.
What is it?
It's the tuning fork, so we
Oh.
can go to a different.
Okay,
hotel
2,000
for it.
needed? Alright.
Yeah, well, I need it. 7. Wait.
You needed 850
1,700. I need 1,700.
total?
Yeah, for 4.
And then
There's
the setting
18
stones
too.
with the discount will be 680.
I'm confused. You needed 850.
Yeah, but then
So
times 2. So I got 2. I
Okay,
need
so
2 more.
1,700.
Yeah, exactly.
And then the setting stones are 680 with the discount.
680 you said?
Yep.
Okay, and I'll just put that we have other set. And then I'm gonna ask her. Also, I'm curious. Do you have much experience with the Feywild?
A bit.
How would one go about finding out what had happened to them there if they don't remember?
Could try.
Oh.
I want to see what it exactly says. I'm pretty sure I know the spells, but I just want to check to make sure I'm not saying something that's not true.
Will you get me something too, Fiend?
What would you like?
I think I want a Vienna Lager. Thank you.
Oh no, forgot a bottle opener. I feel like this is definitely. Let's be open this bottle.
I have like a trap set for you with the
Yeah.
between the cord and the lamp. I can unplug my phone now. Anyways. Thanks.
She says, I don't think anything short of a wish spell could do that. That's powerful magic.
Oh man.
That bends the very fabrics of reality.
What do you mean?
The Feywild, it's a plane of pure arcane energy.
Yeah. It's just So I have like a missing year, basically, of my life. I mean, it was only a couple days in real time, but apparently I was there for what felt like a year. But I don't know what happened, and when we returned recently, I could see that I had a connection to something there. So I was just, it's very curious and a little bothersome.
She says, no
A
wonder.
little troublesome.
Yeah.
Priest boy. You.
Me?
You, Carrick.
Yeah. Yes. Yep.
Can you cast Greater Restoration?
I can.
Try it.
I'm gonna use my anal beads. Wait, no, I can't do that. I can't cast greater. Yeah, I can. I'll use my anal beads.
Oh my god, I've been waiting my whole life for Eric to use his anal beads on me.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna cast greater restoration.
And you're targeting specifically her memory?
Yes.
Give me a
Oh no, next year's his paint is falling off.
wisdom check.
Look at my scales.
Oh no.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's it's 22.
22?
Yeah.
Pretty sure you painted that many when we still lived at the
We did. I did.
18I apartment.
Yeah.
Next year, you suddenly have a burst of a chain of memories.
I'm so nervous.
I'm so excited.
They're hazy and kind of disconnected, but you remember waking up in a grove surrounded by
What's the Stevens Grove?
a badger, a raccoon, and some squirrels. You remember them talking to you.
That's weird.
You remember feasting with them in some underground hall.
What the fuck?
You remember going to war with them against
It's ignoring you.
pixies. Thousands of pixies. You remember the badger dying as you held it in its arms? In your arms?
No!
You remember going to war for over a year.
Oh my god. Wait, so I didn't get an extra war veterans thing?
Well, you didn't remember it.
That's true. That's true.
Until one day during a battle, you wandered off in a misty field. And suddenly you were in an alleyway in Gold Arbor. But you remember fighting in some war alongside anthropomorphized speaking animals
And the badger died.
against pixies.
Poor Mr. Badger.
And the badger died.
Poor Mr. Penis.
I held the badger as he died. Very sad. Well, good news is I don't have a baby.
Probably not.
I was a little worried about that, honestly. Oh god.
Well,
Wow.
so that could have happened this whole time. So wait,
What?
we could have done that this whole time.
Apparently.
Who knew?
Carrick! I was in a pixie war! For a
What?
year!
For a year?
Madon says you fought with pixies.
I know I fought against them.
Pixies are crazy sons of bitches.
Yeah, we fought. I was with these animal, like, they could speak.
Yeah, they've got that in the Feywild.
Yeah, I was fighting with them against the pixies. A badger died in my arms. It was very sad.
Hell of a story.
Do you remember any talking trees?
No. I don't know who my connection was to either. Maybe the badger.
Connection?
So when we were there recently, I was praying, and I could see these lights that were connecting all of the Black Raid that were there, like me and Carrick, and then Wilbert and Grizzly were connected very strongly, and then Carrick had two that were going to these like ghostly figures, and I had one just went off into the forest. Shut up, Carrick, it happened.
I believe you.
What if it's these animal things you fought with against the pixies?
I I guess so. Just one though?
I mean, maybe it was one that split into multiple.
You're wise, Madam Malkin.
They tell me that. Anything else, or can I start
I think that
cleaning
was
up here so I can go home?
No, I think that was it.
I think that's pretty good. What else? I feel like I'm trying to think of anything else that we're like out and doing things and then we're like, fuck, I wish I had this. I think that's pretty much good. I think the sending stones will be good.
That would probably help.
Thank you, Madam Malkin.
Pleasure doing business with you guys.
Yep.
Remember, if you see Dub, send him my way.
We will totally
Oh,
do
we
that.
will absolutely do that.
Yep, totally.
Just let me know when you get back to the castle there, Garrick.
What?
Let me know when you get back to your keep.
Yeah, no, I will. Whenever I see him, because I haven't seen him ever in the past. I've never seen him. Who are we talking about again?
Right. She snaps her fingers and you hear the sound of the floor opening back up.
Oh my god, Carrick! I can't believe we waited that fucking long to try to do that.
Yeah, why did you not suggest that to me sooner?
I didn't know. I thought that I couldn't do anything.
Well,
I just wanted to know so badly.
yeah, no, that's probably my fault too. I probably could have.
It's a little anticlimactic though. I thought
Little bit.
I thought it was gonna be a little bit. I mean, pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, you fought with cool animals.
Pixie Wars.
Yeah.
But,
that
like-
sounds pretty awesome. Just, I mean, the animal. Like, I want to go see the animals. Can we go back there? We can go back there now because we got the tuning spoons.
That's true.
Yeah. So,
Maybe after we find these things.
right.
All right.
I guess we're going back for dinner.
Go back to dinner.
Yeah.
You guys make your way through the city. Takes a couple hours.
Oh my god.
As the sun is starting to set, you guys get back to Fort Kilgrove. And as you walk into the Great Hall, you see the tables are
I
crowded.
thought it was Kate.
Everyone's back. Dub and Barry are drunk, playing music. You see a full table of chicken pot pies
Oh.
placed out at many seats.
Oh.
You see a tired and angry 13 is sitting at a table, giving you dagger eyes as you guys walk in.
Oops. My bad.
I'm gonna rush over to. Wait, Tom, you have to watch this.
That's so
Why is that a Snapchat filter, Kate?
I know it's on Snapchat. It's like a filter thing.
Yeah, why is that why did they make that?
I don't know.
You're gonna run over?
I'm gonna run over to Grizzly.
Okay.
And I'm assuming Wilbert's there too. We're like, guys! I was in a war!
What?
I fought against pixies in the Feywild. Turns out that I couldn't find out what happened there for a long time because Carrick used Greater Restoration.
You see,
But I was in a
Grizzly-
war!
Grizzly just looks confused, like he doesn't follow the logic here of how that works. He goes, oh, very cool. And Wilbert says,
Wait, did the animals win the war?
you have no idea.
Oh no.
It was literally like a big battle. You like wandered off the middle of the battle.
Why did I do that?
You don't know why.
God damn it! Get Greater Restoration!
Wilbert says, Occam's razor, most likely solution.
What?
Occam's razor is the idea that like most likely reason for something,
Oh.
and like way to do something is in front of you.
Well, yep.
Yeah,
Carrick
Yeah,
was
like,
there.
That's the way that works.
Yeah, not bad.
But cool moral of the story is,
That's pretty cool.
yeah,
That's pretty cool.
I hope they won.
Maybe we'll be able to go back and find out.
We will be able to, because I got these things for you, Wilbert. And I walk in and I show him the forks.
You got me 4 tuning forks?
4 of them! There's
Wow.
a deal.
I'm gonna run over to Gorble and tell him the same story.
Well, we're just thank you, Carrick.
You're
These
so
will be helpful.
Yeah, I would hope so.
You hear a little screech as coming like down from the rafters and like flying around is Nightwing, who like lands in your shoulder.
On my shoulder?
Yeah.
Oh, I pet him. Oh, it's back.
Kind of like coos. Says, yeah, I had some time today, so I
Oh,
got Nightwing back.
that's so. I was so excited about that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, we're looking good. Future is looking bright.
Yeah, guess we just gotta figure out where we're going to next. What relic we're gonna hunt down now.
Probably the hammer one.
Pyro Mole.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, we should definitely do that.
I wish we could just go to the library and get that armor since it's right here
There's armor here.
in the Arcosian Symposium.
That's so far away. I thought.
It's on this plane.
Yeah, but we can just like tuning fork there, right? Isn't that how it works? You're the expert.
I can tuning fork us. I can plane shift us to the plane of fire.
Yeah.
I can say I'd really like to go to the City of Brass,
Yeah.
but I don't know if it's going to drop me to the City of Brass. It could
I
drop
mean-
us into the center of City of Brass. It could drop us into a prison
I
there.
mean, just
It
believe
could drop us
you just
on
gotta-
just the plane of fire.
you just gotta
With
believe
the City
in
of
it.
Brass miles
And
away
it'll-
from us.
It'll happen.
I don't even know if distance works like that on the plane of fire.
Nobody knows how it works. But it's provocative. I guess the people going.
Can I walk over to Wilbert as well?
Yeah.
Just want to show him the scrolls.
Oh, he will take it. So this is it's a scroll of Speak with Animals.
Oh, cool. We can all do that already.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can. I can already do that.
Yeah, but it makes you not use a spell slot to do it.
That's true.
And then is Rast in the room?
Rast is in the room.
I'd like to go over to Rast.
Okay.
Are
We'll
we-
catch up with you in a second.
Awesome.
Next here, let's go over to Gorble.
So I tell him about the Pixie War,
He's.
and I'm like, Gorble, I fought against pixies.
This is insane.
Yeah, right?
This
A
is-
badger died in my arms.
We'll have to go back and talk to them.
I know. I really wish we'll have to figure out a time. Maybe we can go someday.
Maybe. I'm a little busy being a councilman, but
Right. Well, you're not gonna do that forever.
until I feel it's a good time for me to step down and people ask me to. Yeah, lead sources. Next year, is there something I need to talk to you about?
Wait, before you do that, have you seen Kobu?
Who?
Kubo!
Kubo! That one.
Can't say I have.
It was Carrick Squirrel? No? Okay, sorry. Continue.
I'll find
We need to talk about Rast.
What do you mean?
He's served diligently as your squire and helped me here. But I don't think should be a squire any longer.
It doesn't really look like it, yeah, I guess.
There comes a time in a squire's life when they become a knight.
Who does that? I knight him?
Any knight can make a knight.
I
not
can
me,
knight
man.
Rast! I try not to yell that so you hear some.
He says,
I'm like,
it's not my place. You're technically his teacher, but
yeah, but you've been,
I've spent a lot of time with him in the last year,
you've seen the most out of him.
and I think he's ready. I think he's ready to be Sir Rastian Nevils. Perhaps we can arrange a ceremony or something.
I think we should, while we're here, I think I should absolutely do that.
It would mean a lot to him, I think.
I think he deserves it.
Right. Alright, Sefri and Rast.
They're landed.
You walk over to Rast, who is currently helping Mrs. Puddles clean some stuff up in the corner.
I'm gonna, go like there and be like, hello, do you guys need a hand with anything?
Mrs. Puddles says, "Oh, dearie! Perhaps in a moment. We're just going to collect all the dishes, then bring them downstairs after everyone's done eating."
Oh, alright, well, I'd be more than happy to help. Rast, can I speak to you for a minute?
Sure. He puts down the stack of plates he had and walks.
What the fuck?
What?
I mean, they landed, but I went to like check their flight status, and it says that like it was landed an hour ago, as if it didn't take off an hour and a half late. Fucking stupid.
Rast walks over with you.
I'm going to pull out the gloves, and like motion as like try to hand them over, and just say, while I was out, I found these, and I just thought of you. So I know they're a bit small, but hopefully they'll still fit. And if you don't like them, you can give them to someone else.
Thank you. That's rather sweet of you.
Of course.
He takes the gloves, kind of tries them on. You see they look a little snug, but they fit him. So these will definitely help when winter comes.
That's what I was thinking.
Thank you very much.
Of course. That's it.
Okay.
I'll walk back with him when he goes. I can help clean up.
Alrighty. You guys sit down, you eat, you drink, you guys relax.
Does it smell good?
Yeah.
Once I realize it's chicken pot pie, I eat it anyways. Even though I had
good.
food earlier.
Yeah, you're welcome.
You told me it was
Eric
pork.
didn't cook any of it.
You still told me it was weird shit.
Yes, it was pork chop.
You guys have a moment to relax, which has been rare, especially considering it's in your own
Let's sing
fortress.
let's sing as I can't even speak. Let's sing as it's a tongue twister.
Sing a sea shanty. You guys sing a sea shanty. Many sea shanties. You guys have a good time.
I like this. Let's just stay here.
Yeah.
It's weird actually. You guys haven't really had an opportunity to just relax
I'm gonna
for a second.
dragonflies them.
And really, since the times when you guys would drink in the last cup in Beesbury, which Sefri and Carrick weren't there for. This is probably like the first time since then that you've had an opportunity to sit down somewhere and feel completely safe and not have that just like in the back of your head like you need to check
Somebody's on watch and somebody's
check the corner even when you're out at a pub or a tavern, you know. Make sure you're not gonna be threatened by a stranger or something. It's nice.
Like serious is chugging lugging.
You guys drink. Give me a constitution saving throw if you're drinking a
Getting a
lot.
little
Eric's
hand-
also drinking.
Give me a constitution saving throw if you're
But I'm immune to poison.
You are immune to poison.
God damn it. She's
I
getting a
forgot
little.
about
She's
that.
getting a little handsy.
Get a little handsy.
Mhm. Constitution.
Yeah.
13.
13. Okay, you're feeling pretty tipsy.
Horrible.
Give me a persuasion check.
With advantage.
Not with advantage. But anything with disadvantage.
19.
19, okay. I'll let you know how that goes. Maybe you're immune to poison.
I remember that
Hey.
last time because I was like, fuck.
That's real big. Sefri, are you drinking heavily?
I am drinking heavily.
Give me a constitution saving throw.
Hell yes, Sefri.
15. Okay. Yeah, you're feeling a little tipsy. Night wears on. People go off to their rooms to sleep. Kind of cleaning things up. There's a knock on the door. By this point, it's probably just Carrick and like Carrick waiting up for Dwindle. The door kind of creaks open, and you see Dwindle standing there with a big like box underneath his arm.
Dwindle! You're here, finally. Took you a while.
Had to clean up, eat dinner, see my wife.
Oh, that's nice. Do you have any kids? Any children?
3 children.
Oh, how old are they?
7,
They're all
6,
seven?
and 3.
Oh, so those are great ages right there.
They are.
Yeah, it's good. But glad to hear. Glad to hear.
There's a high tower here, right? Somewhere high up we can get to.
There is a high tower.
Good. I think it'll work best from somewhere high up.
Probably right.
You lead the way.
I'm gonna lead him up to that really high tower.
Okay, so you're going to the top of the Wizard's Tower?
Yeah.
You walk past Wilbur, who's like reading the library. Go to the top of the tower. And you see it's dark and kind of windy. You see the lights of the city kind of flickering on and off. He says, right then. He like puts the box on the ground, opens it up, and he holds up what looks like a suit about your size, like a full body suit. And like he holds it, like opens up an arm, and like you see there's like a little wing almost around it.
Yeah.
He says, all right. Gonna need to try this on. I don't know. Should have thought of this before. Where you were up on a tower alone together.
Probably.
Yeah. I'll look away.
That's fine. That's fine. You can look if you really want.
I'll look away.
That's probably for the best. I'm gonna put it on. I'm gonna strip. Put it on.
Okay. Fits a little snugly.
Good.
You do feel that like when you open up your arms, like you got like these little wing things.
Oh.
He turns back and sees you. Just trying to find something really quick. There we go. He says,
Looks good,
it's
right?
just like I imagined.
Yeah. Yep. It's awesome.
I'm very excited. I don't know if you understand how much I've thought about this.
Probably a lot.
Every day.
Oh, me too.
Every single day.
Yeah. Oh.
Right.
So shall we? Shall we try it out?
We should. And you see like there's kernels like sticking up like bits of rock, and they're just open in between it.
Yeah.
He kind of like goes over like breaths a hammer and says, "It's a good day for this.
It is. It's a good day.
You just have to speak the command word."
It's the command word.
He turns to you and says, "That's my favorite part.
Oh, what is it? What is it?
You see, the command word is vengeance." And he pushes you.
Oh no!
And you feel it your body up. Can I have a Constitution saving throw?
I had a bad feeling about it.
Oh my god! It's a 19. A 19. Your whole body locks up. You are restrained,
Oh god!
which I think means you have disadvantage
Oh, I had a bad
on
feeling
dexterity
about
saving.
this.
Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh man, I have disadvantage?
You have disadvantage.
Oh man.
Oh.
It's
Oh.
a 13.
13.
Yeah.
You feel yourself pushed off and just falling through the air. And as you kind of fall and turn, you see the mutton chops and balding hair flicker
Oh
and
no.
turn into
Oh no, it's the Rakshasa.
a feline.
Ah!
Shoot. Oh,
We should never let you go anywhere alone.
Oh god, are you kidding me?
As you tumble through the air
Oh,
in
no.
a small little closet-sized room, kind of humming to himself drunkenly is Dub. He closes the door, lays in his bed, and hears in the shadows a voice say, "Darling, you knew we'd find you soon,
Oh
Oh
god.
god, I'm so scared.
Oh
What's
god.
going on?
Oh god.
and we will pick
Oh, we were
up."
just
Are you
fucking
kidding
around.
me?
I thought we were just fucking around.
That was gonna be so cool, and then I'm dying. Oh man, it's bad. It's wow. I should have seen it
Why did
coming.
we? As soon as you were going up to the towers, I was like, this is bad.
It didn't even make me pay or anything.
Actually, another thing happens too. Well, that happens. Next year is you and Glorable.
Of course, it's not over.
You've asked to see his room, and he relented to show you.
Oh.
Of course, and brings you in, and as he opens the door into his bedroom, caught red-handed is a small, short, incredibly fat goblin who is currently rifling through a small safe.
Who the fuck are you?
And as you say that, you see tumbling past the window, Carrick screaming. And then we'll pick up here next time.
Are you kidding me?
Thank you for tuning in if you guys did.
Oh man.
Oh my god.
We'll pick up here next time. For those of you who aren't aware, Carrick, before we started streaming, may or may not have killed the Rakshasa, who has come for his vengeance.
Darn it.
So we'll pick up here next time. Adios.